In this video, we will talk about how to convert a negative fraction into a decimal. So let's say we have the fraction negative 5/8. How can we convert this into a decimal? Well, the way that we do that is we just use long division. So we set the numerator, the 5, right here as our dividend, and we set the denominator on the outside right here, this 8, as our divisor. And we're just going to perform long division. So typically in long division, you would say how many 8s go into 5? Well, that would be 0. 8 cannot go into 5. So you can write a 0 right here. And the trick that we can use is we can write a decimal place right here and add a 0. So we've converted this 5 to 5.0. So 5.0 is the same as 5. But now what we can do is we can say how many 8s go into 50. So treat this as a 50. So how many 8s go into 50? That would be 6. So what we can do is we can bring our decimal place up here. We'll write it right here and we'll say 6. So 8 times 6, that's 48. So just like in normal long division, we'll subtract 48. So we'll treat this as 50. So 50 minus 48, that's 2. Now, we have a remainder of 2. So in normal long division, you might write remainder 2, but we don't want to do that here. We want to keep writing more values after the decimal place. So we can use the same trick where we just add another 0. So again, we're not changing the value of 5. We're just adding a bunch of zeros after the decimal place. So we can bring down this 0 and make this a 20. So now we say how many 8s go into 20? Well, that would be 2. So we'll write a 2 right here. Now 8 times 2, that's 16. So we'll subtract 16. 20 minus 16, that's 4. And we're just going to keep going until this remainder is 0. So we can write another 0 up here, bring down that 0, and turn this into a 40. So now we say how many 8s go into 40? Well, that would be 5. So we'll put a 5 right here. 8 times 5 is 40. So when we subtract 40, we're left with 0. Now, since we got a 0 right here, that means we're done. So 5 divided by 8 as a decimal is 0.625. But remember, our original fraction was a negative 5/8. So all we have to do is just write a negative out front. So here is our final answer. Negative 5/8 is the same as negative 0.625.